At the very beginning, when Rasulullah started preaching Islam, at that point in time, around about 40, 45 Sahaba Ikram had accepted Islam by. And even then, the Quraysh, especially his own family, his own clan, had started opposing him, and they were out of their way to taunt Rasulullah, to make fun of him, to even abuse him, to call him all kinds of words, to call him Majnoon, to call him that he has a jinn, he's possessed. All kinds of things were being thrown at him, and this would hurt Rasulullah. So one such occasion happened that Abu Jahl really went out, abused Rasulullah a lot. Rasulullah was really hurt. So Hamza, who was radiallahu ta'ala anhu, who was the uncle of Rasulullah, he had not accepted Islam at that time. He was out for a hunt, and on his way back, he heard that Abu Jahl has really hurt Rasulullah, and Rasulullah is really down. So he didn't go to Rasulullah, he instantly went to Abu Jahl. He was sitting with the other clans of other leaders of the clan. He took out his sword, turned his sword upside down, and bang, straight on the head of Abu Jahl. And Abu Jahl's head started bleeding. He said, "Next time, don't do that to my nephew." So Abu Jahl said that don't say anything to Hamza right now, because if we say, it will be very costly for us, because the entire Quraysh will turn against us. He was, Hamza radiallahu ta'ala anhu was also a leader. So he came to Rasulullah after that. Rasulullah was in Darul Arqam. Darul Arqam is a place where Rasulullah started the dawah. So it was the house of Sayyidina Arqam radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and that was the first madrasa of our deen. Rasulullah would go there very quietly, just like we are sitting here discreetly in pretense of having dinner and everything. They would do the same thing. Hide under the cover, just gather. Nobody should know where. And Rasulullah, whatever Quran had come at by that time, would tell the Sahaba Ikram, would teach them Quran, would teach them whatever about Tawheed that they wanted, that had been revealed to Rasulullah. This was Darul Arqam. Darul Arqam, by the way, is where Safa is. If you go to, it's close to Safa. So now it is within the Haram itself, but originally it was close to Safa. So Rasulullah was there. Hamza radiallahu ta'ala anhu came and he said that, look, this is what I have done to Abu Jahl. And he was expecting that when he would tell that I have done this to Abu Jahl, it would make Rasulullah very happy and he would lift his spirits up. But when he told this to Rasulullah, Rasulullah didn't show that he was happy. He didn't show that this was something that has pleased him. Sayyidina Hamza was concerned. He said, does it not make you happy that, I supported you like this? So he said, actually, what would make me really happy is that if you accept Islam. So Hamza radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Rasulullah. He accepted Islam right there and then. And this became the talk of the town. Now suddenly, one of the leaders of Quraysh, Hamza radiallahu ta'ala anhu, had become a Muslim. So people started talking about it, that Islam is spreading, Muhammad is doing his work, Quraysh are slowly falling in the trap, and this and this. So Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, who has been watching all of this from a distance, was really perturbed by this. He got disturbed by this. He said, what is going on? It's not meant to be like this. We have our way of living. We have been doing this, our forefathers, our culture, our values, this and that. He was a principle-based personality. He didn't like too much variations coming in there in between. So he didn't want to have any of this. So he said, okay, there's only one way to deal with this. Let me go and, na'uzubillah, take care of Sayyidina Rasulullah. He put on his armor, he took out his sword, put on his bow and arrow, he took his, javelin? The spear. Yeah, he took his spear and he said that, let me just go and now deal with it. I do not know what would be the thing that will be used, what will be the nature of the fight that I have to put, but let me be prepared. And he was heading, he knew Rasulullah would be in Darul Arqam, he was heading there. And so it happened that one of the Sahabis, who was a friend of Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he met him. You look a bit upset. What's going on? He said, I am upset. This is enough. Enough is enough. Time to take care of this business of Islam. Let me put an end to it. So when the Sahabi who had already accepted Islam But of course, he never told Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu in this mood that he had accepted Islam. He said, "Oh, you're going to go and deal with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What about your own sister and your brother-in-law? They have already accepted Islam." Now, this came as a shock. They have accepted Islam and they have not even told me. How dare they accept Islam without taking permission from? So he instantly turned and he went to it. And when he was entering, he heard that there was Quran being recited over there, right? So he knocked the door. The brother-in-law, Sayyidina Saad radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he opened the door and he said, "Is it true that you guys have accepted Islam?" So Sayyidina Saad said, "If Islam is the truth, what's the harm in accepting it?" As soon as he said that, Sayyidina Umar, beating. So his wife, came, and the sister of Sayyidina Umar, she stepped in. She said, "Try to protect." And as she stepped in, Sayyidina Umar gave her a smack on her, and she fell on the side. She got up. She was crying. She was bleeding. She said and now this shook Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu a bit, that suddenly my own sister is hurt and bleeding. So he said that how dare you guys accept Islam, and I'll not leave you guys till you tell me that you have left Islam. So Sayyidina Umar's sister, she said to him that, "Umar, I have drank the same milk of the mother that you have drank. Our mother is the same, I've drank the same milk. So if you think that you can take Islam out of me or Iman out of me, you first have to take the life out of me." Right? So this also shook Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu a bit. Her name was Fatima. So she said that if my sister is so adamant on it, let me just dig up a bit more as to what is going on. So he said that when I came in, I heard you recite something. What is it that you were reciting? So her sister said to him, "Umar, you are a mushrik. You're not worthy of listening to this. If you want, go first, take a shower, and then come, and then I will recite it." And the ulama say that there's hikmah in this as well, because although now if somebody wants to come and accept Islam, you would never tell them that go take a shower first. You would tell them to. But hikmah was that taking a shower further reduced, cooled him down further. That gave him that break from the rage that he was in. It gave him that space that he wanted. So he was now mentally ready to listen to Quran. And he started reciting Surah Taha. He started reciting Taha. And then he recited all the way up to Innani anallahu la ilaha illa ana fa'buduni wa aqim al-salah liz-zikri. So when he heard this la ana la ilaha illallah illa ana fa'buduni, this struck Sayyidina, who is asking me that also worship me? So he said that, take me to your take me to Rasulullah. So there was a Sahabi who was actually there to teach Quran to Sayyidina Saad and his sister. He was hiding. He didn't want to be in the open. When he heard this, he came out of the hiding and he said, "Umar, congratulations. Rasulullah has been making dua for you. So I think Allah has turned your heart." But Umar didn't say anything. He said, "Just take me to Rasulullah." So with his sword in the hand, he was taken to Darul Arqam. The door knocked, looked out, "Who's this?" It's Umar with his sword in hand. Sayyidina Hamza was there as well. He said, "Okay, bring him in. If he wants to fight, let him fight. I have the sword with me as well. We'll see who prevails." Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu comes in. He stands in front of Rasulullah. Rasulullah holds him from this place, where you tie your shalwar. He held him from this place and he pulled him up and said, "When will you say kalima?" And Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, "Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar." As soon as he said this, all the Sahaba in unison said, "Allahu Akbar." You can imagine this was like just as we were cheering the last four right now, right? So it was no less an occasion than that. It was a very tense moment, which certainly turned into a very great victory for Islam. So there's Allahu Akbar, and everybody, actually entire surrounding herd, 12, 15 Sahaba who were there, they all, everybody said Allahu Akbar at the same time, and everybody else in the surrounding herd.